I guess we gotta get you back upstairs next.
I don't want to go upstairs with dude. No, I don't want to film with you, bro.
Okay.
So if we're gonna go upstairs, we'll go upstairs, but I don't want this dude up there.
When did this become the Jibri show?
Okay, Spackles. No problem.
I'm gonna knock him out if you bring him up there.
No, you're not.
The sparkle beef continues as the rest of the cast looks on in confusion about why Jibri is continuing to pick a fight with Patrick's brother, John.
We're all invited here, including him.
I just don't want to get into it with him, you know what I mean?
Well, listen, it's not about you.
So
okay.
we'll be chilling.
Should I just hit him?
No.
Patrick's response sounds like he knows his brother would really do it. It was the last no.
Should I just hit him?
No.
I just don't with this dude.
I don't care who you with, Spackles.
And who would have thought John would create the tagline of the season?
Okay, Spackles.
That's what you say when someone is doing the absolute most. Okay, Sparkles, go ahead, shine on over there.
If somebody's toxic in your life, you are removed from my life. I'm benching you. When you do the work and you get better, maybe I'll bring you back into my starting five. But right now, you're benched. Email me.
We'll get into Jibri's interesting explanation for sparking up the Sparkles beef and how it gets settled for now. Plus,
You don't think Bilal and Shaeeda are gonna last?
They're not gonna work out. I hope they do, but I don't think they will. My gut's usually right.
after he calls himself prophesying that Ari and Benny's relationship is not going to last, Jibri makes the same prediction for Bilal and Shaeeda.
Because I can see the future.
And speaking of Bilal, he's coming to terms with his flaws after all the criticism he's received.
Here I am just thinking I'm this good guy, but it seems like everybody sees it different, you know.
And although Shaeeda does her best to try to comfort him,
I do know Bilal is an amazing person. Like, I will not travel all this way, almost 3,000 miles, to marry someone that I think is not fit to be a husband.
the concerns she has about their future together start to overwhelm her.
But if I stay silent, it could turn out to be like your last marriage.
Whew, season 9 has been a bumpy ride. Let's get into it. Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Melicia. Before we get into Jibri and John, it is not lost on me that some of you think I have a crush on Bilal or feel some type of way about Shaeeda. Let's not be ridiculous here, okay? I know this is fun and games for y'all, but this is a job for me. I'm at work, literally. I'm taking my lunch break after this. Your girl is hungry. I know we have a good time, and I enjoy putting these recaps together for you, but just know, it is never that deep for me, okay? Let's keep it respectful. That's all I ask. Also, y'all, at the end of this week's episode, Eve reveals that following the tell-all, she found out Muhammad was texting another woman he met online, crossing all types of lines. Read that text message. The woman said, "I can't wait to meet you." And he said, quote, "I'll go to the attorney right after I get the green card." I mean, I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. He also called himself sexting the woman.
Oh my God.
He chose to spend his time focused on starting other relationships, engaging in activity a married man should not be engaging in.
And of course, it ends with Muhammad in tears, saying he's going to try to fix things with Eve. Why do they always cry after the fact?
I know I did wrong. All what I can do now is saying sorry to my wife, and I promise her that will never happen again.
Boy, bye.
Eve says she doesn't know what the future holds, so I'm not sure what that means. All right, moving on.
Jibri, what do you think your family and friends are jealous of?
We look good together. We shine.
Quick refresh, on part 1 of the tell-all, Jibri was the center of attention, and it wasn't just because of his outfit. On top of his hot takes toward Ari and Benny,
Y'all fake. Y'all ain't gonna work out.
We're fake?
Yeah.
Ooh.
he randomly butted into John's conversation with Thais and Patrick about their family issues. And okay, Sparkles was born.
You drunk right now?
Jibri.
Drunk? Yeah, how many beers you drank this morning, bro?
Nothing, man. I had 6 last night.
Damn, sounds like you had the 12-pack this morning.
No, man, your sparkles are blinding me, though, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, I don't know if I can focus up
Yeah,
in
they
here.
shining off your head, boy.
Oh,
You
well,
gonna
I can see that.
Yeah. You happy? You gonna have a happy family? You won't.
Okay, Sparkles.
Part 2 of the tell-all picks back up with Jibri and John arguing on stage.
You talking
Come on
about your
now,
brother's
Sparkles.
girl right now.
Come on.
You feel
Get
me?
off the bro.
You
Get
feel
off
me? This is gonna be. Look at that. Look at your brother. He's
I'm happy for him.
He's happy. He's gonna be a great father. Thais is gonna be a
hell
great
yeah.
mother.
John is like, yeah, I want him to be.
He's gonna be a great father. Thais is gonna be a
hell
great
yeah.
mother.
Hell
You
yeah.
lonely at home drinking 6-packs of beer, playing video games.
That's not
Chill.
lonely. That's not lonely. I have
Don't
friends.
dim his light.
I have friends to play with my video games.
He's dimming lights because his light ain't lit.
It sounds like you're dimming lights, Jibri. If you see that someone else's light isn't lit, why not try to light it? Why try to kill their spirit even more? I don't know about you, but I don't get the gist that John isn't happy for his brother and Thais. He might have his issues he needs to work through, but I believe he does want to see Patrick do well at the end of the day. And when it comes to Jibri's hot take, it's one thing to have an opinion about a person or situation, but when you speak as if your opinion is the absolute truth,
You happy? You gonna have a happy family? You won't.
when you don't know that person or their situation personally, in my eyes, that's when it becomes a problem. Erica says it best.
The man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all.
Okay, I think we need a break.
Election people.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
A lot of times, even somebody can be an ass or be a jerk, but you see there's good to them, too, and he's a nice person. He loves his brother, and
Yeah.
he'd probably be a fun uncle.
I am here for that laugh, Tim.
Why is Jibri so upset?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, that's a guy who gets a little his panties in a bunch. You know, he likes to spit stuff, but he can't take stuff back. You know, that type of thing. Some people soft, bro. I don't know what Sparkles thinks though. I remember with my right hand and getting back up. I drop Sparkles right on the ground.
Glitter goes everywhere.
Fast forward to when the cast break is wrapping up backstage. Just when you think things are cooling off, Jibri pulls out the Diva card. Or should I say the Devo card. And it looks like it catches everyone by surprise.
We gotta get you back upstairs. Next.
I don't want to go upstairs with you. No, I don't want to film with you, bro.
Okay.
Patrick is like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Okay.
If we're gonna go upstairs, we'll go upstairs, but I don't want this dude up there.
Okay, Spackles. No problem.
I'm gonna knock him out if you bring him up there.
No, you're not. No, you're not. That's not how that
Nah, for
story
real.
ends.
Nah,
no,
I don't.
I can tell you that's not how
your
that story
energy
ends.
throw off this whole bro.
I wish I could read Shaeeda and Emily's minds right now. They're looking like, what is going on? If John's energy is throwing everything off, why is Jibri the only one with the problem? Somebody had to tell him to act up at the tell-all. At this point, I hope they did. Also, the way Jibri is turning up makes you wonder. Did they cut something out of the actual episode that aired? Are we missing something?
Are you crying?
No, I ain't crying.
It sounds like you're crying.
I don't want it to escalate to that point. You know what I mean?
We're all invited here, including
I
him.
just don't want to get into it with him. You know what I mean?
Well, Eve, you tried. And you don't want to get into it with him? That's called self-control. You don't have to. I want to know what Miona is thinking because she's not saying a thing, just sitting pretty.
Well, if you're gonna bring it, bro, you gotta take it.
Listen,
You know what I'm
taking
saying?
Nothing you giving, you gonna be the one taking a lot.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
think
saying?
so,
'Cause you're already
buddy.
taking a lot of energy from your people, and I don't like to see that.
So, Jibri is claiming he's going after John in this way because he doesn't like the way John interferes in Thais and Patrick's relationship. None of his business, but he's making it his business. This is my thing. I get that Jibri's a passionate guy, but if you don't like the way John interferes in his brother's relationship, and you actually want to help, why not talk to him in a way where he could receive what you're saying? Instead of dishing out threats and basically calling him a drunk.
You drunk right now?
Now, that's if you really want to help Thais and Patrick, because I doubt cursing out John is going to change a thing. Maybe having a sensible conversation would be more effective.
Because you're already taking a lot of energy from your people, and I don't like to see that.
Well, listen, it's not about you.
So
okay?
we'll be chilling until y'all. If you,
I know you think it's about you.
Remove yourself.
I know you think it's about you.
I don't have to remove you. That's
you
what
ain't
I'm
gonna
saying.
remove nothing, bro.
Right.
You ain't gonna remove nothing. Trust me. I've seen you in action with your boyfriend.
Flashback!
Should I just hit him?
No. And that's all respect to you, Patrick. That's all respect to you.
Threatening his brother, who he adores, who helped raise him, is respect? How?
Sometimes people need a little smack, you know?
It's all respect to you. I just don't with this dude.
I don't care who you with, Sparkles.
I still want to talk to John.
Okay, I know I said I wasn't really feeling Kenny and Tim being commentators in part 1, but I like the role they play in part 2. They get out of those chairs and go talk to the cast backstage. It's cool. It adds to the conversation.
Were you surprised that out of all of them, the Paisley Pastel Cowboy is the one that went for you?
Paisley Sparkles?
By the way, I guess they listened to Jibri's wishes because John didn't end up back on stage with everyone else. It's either they listened or his segment is just over.
He came for him.
He did, because I came out and he's like this, he's already drunk, 6-pack or something like this. Well, for the first time I haven't had a beer. I woke up at 8, 7.
Oh, we were wondering. He might be drunk.
No, I woke up at 6:50, man.
This is his personality.
This is normal, John.
Meanwhile, Jibri is on set calling John a bully. And Thais is just grateful someone is telling John to back up.
What went on during that break?
I don't like how that dude was talking to Thais and his brother, man. That's crazy to me.
At least someone say something.
When I see people like how John was treating them, that brings me back to where I was at in South Dakota, where, you know, kids were bullying me and making fun of me for being different or being out there or saying disrespectful stuff. That's some trailer trash ass. That's what we call it in America. So that gets under my skin when I see people belligerent, but not only belligerent, just disrespectful to people.
Am I tripping? I'm not tripping. Hold on. Let me take a step back. I'm only human, so I have my feelings, and it is my job to share my opinion. But what I do not want this to become, and this is honestly out of my control because this is the internet, but my intention is not for this to become a bash Jibri fest. That is never my goal. When talking about any 90-day cast member, I don't care if you're the worst of the worst. At the heart of it all, my goal is always to try to find ways we as viewers can use what they go through to reflect on our own lives. That being said, I think Jibri is hammering home how important self-awareness is. Sometimes we can be so wrapped up in our emotions that we're blind to the fact that we're dishing out the same energy we say we don't like or don't want to receive. Also, something to note, Jibri reveals this episode that he hasn't seen his mom since he left South Dakota to marry Miona 6 months ago. And it seemed as if they had a pretty close relationship before he married Miona. So maybe all this hostility has to do with the fact that he needs a mama's hug, or he's not as happy as he thinks.
That's some trailer trash ass. That's what we call it in America. So that gets under my skin when I see people belligerent, but not only belligerent, just disrespectful to people.
Patrick, does it not bother you to hear someone call your brother trailer trash?
They from the trailer park. He from a trailer. But look what his brother's doing. Taking care of what, being a man. You know what I'm saying?
Pay for everything.
Keep doing all that. And he gonna sit here drinking beers at his house, making fun of it, and belittling him. I don't care if that's your brother, your dad, your sister, your mom. If somebody's toxic in your life, you are removed from my life. I'm benching you. When you do the work and you get better, maybe I'll bring you back into my starting 5. But right now, you're benched. Email me.
More power to you, Miona. More power to you, girl. That's all I'm gonna say.
If you don't like people bullying others, you know, like you were bullying me before, like you were picking on our relationship, like you don't always see all the other things that go on, so like that could be hurtful, what you said.
I wasn't trying to pick on you. I was trying to say, hey, he's got a lot of potential. You should uplift him.
But that's not what was said. Emily also gives her take on the antics backstage.
Oh, who got under your skin?
Who got under my skin? I feel like Jibri didn't make any sense. Like, why did he attack John? He was going after
Poor John.
The moment he came out, he's like, you're an alcoholic, you're wasted right now. I'm like, okay, shut up for one. It's getting too intense.
Well, following Jibri's back and forth with Ari and John, he tells Shaeeda and Bilal what he thinks about them.
So, Jibri, of everybody here, you think the two that won't last are Ari and Benny and Bilal and Shaeeda?
No. I think they have a better chance if she can stop being so jealous and possessive, and they got a kid together.
You think that they have the least?
The least amount of chance, absolutely.
Bilal?
I tend not to speak about what I don't know.
Bilal, can we get a little more than that? Honestly, it's not even about Jibri being right or wrong. He could be right. But I don't think it's wise to try to predict the demise of someone else's relationship when you don't know what's gonna happen to yours. Life has a funny way of humbling you. I would be a little scared, I ain't gonna lie.
We've been apart for so long. I'm like, let's enjoy each other for a little bit.
Jibri's prediction about Shaeeda and Bilal comes up after Sean asked them for an update on their pregnancy journey. And I will say Bilal's answer makes you wonder if getting married was the best choice for them.
We've been apart for so long. I'm like, let's enjoy each other for a little bit.
Yeah, how long is a little bit?
Like, 2 years.
2 years, she's gonna be 39.
You should remember, the time, you don't control time.
Yeah.
Well, and you never know how long after you really start trying it'll take.
Thank you.
They put in the prenup to try to have a baby before she turns 40. But pushing it to the last minute, it can come off as if he's okay with lowering the chances of them having a baby, although he knows it's something his wife really wants. That doesn't seem fair, because now it feels like Shaeeda's somewhat locked in this relationship. And what? For the next 2 years, she has to live with the anxiety of time possibly running out? Just have the baby. Wait, I don't know. They got so much to work through.
This is hard. I am in a pickle.
Bilal thinks having a baby, life stops.
No, I don't think that. You're taking the context that I'm saying differently. What I am saying is, when you do have children, the reality is that it limits you on some things you can do at that moment.
I feel like when you meet the right person, you know. That's what I said to him.
When we first started talking,
he holds that against me because I say that.
When we first started talking, she mentioned she didn't want to have children. I actually convinced her to have children because I do want more children, you know. But
is that true? He convinced you to have children?
It didn't happen like that whatsoever.
Whew. As a tell-all wraps, Jibri doubles down on his opinion that they are not going to make it.
Benny and Ari are very toxic. Bilal and Shaeeda are also toxic.
And as everyone is packing up to go home, Kobe and Emily stop by Shaeeda and Bilal's room to try to give them some encouragement.
I just wanted to say, I don't think it was fair that Jibri said you guys won't last. I think you guys will for sure last.
Aww.
And I see love and chemistry, and I felt really bad. I'm sorry that I didn't say anything in the moment. I regret that. I regret not standing up and being like...
Every relationship has ups and downs, and it's so sad that somebody not in your shoe is predicting what your relationship is going to look like. But I mean, you guys are the ones in it, and you definitely know it's going to work. You're mature enough, you know the baby. I mean, I don't care what people say about us, but I know we doing good.
Bilal tries to keep up this smile, but you can see that this tell-all has shaken him to his core. He's gone from lecturing to a man of few words. It's obvious that it hurts Shaeeda to see her husband down, and she does make it clear that he isn't only his flaws.
I do know Bilal is an amazing person. Like, I will not travel all this way, almost 3,000 miles, to marry someone that I think is not fit to be a husband. These little things that get into a relationship, if we don't deal with it now, it could fester. And when I look at, after I hear Shaeeda, it looked like they never dealt with that. And it probably reached that point where she was like, oh, I can't take it anymore.
At the same time, she also makes it clear that if not worked on, those flaws can ruin them.
But so now I want us to not make that same mistake. That's all. We identify what is the problem and we can work on it. And listen, I'm willing to work on it as your wife. I'm here with you. But if I stay silent, it could turn out to be like your last marriage.
Wow, Shy. I hope they they can figure this all out. I wish them the best. Okay, that is a wrap for season 9 of 90 Day Fiancé. Who was your favorite on the tell-all? Mine was definitely Kobe. He was speaking truth on that stage.
There's a saying that like 90% of the problems in the world is not the difference of opinion, but the tone used. You should remember the time, you don't control time.
He made a number of good points. Y'all know he does motivational videos on his social media?
There's somebody breathing their last breath out there right now. They wish they had more time to live on earth to change one or two things, but they don't have that. You are alive. It's a blessing not everybody is privileged to have. You have the opportunity to reshape your life. Where you were wrong yesterday, you can change it today.
It's dope. I was like, look at Kobe. Check it out. All right, 90 Day Fans fam. I enjoyed my time with you this season. It's been a unique one, that's for sure. But as always, I appreciate you. Next week, fan favorites are back on Happily Ever After.
Hi, Michael. Happy birthday.
You're out of his league.
I think if we didn't have Milo, we'd probably be divorced already.
I mean, first ziplining and now Kama Sutra?
You're gonna propose to him.
I want to do it.
You serious?
I'm done.
Love is not enough to make a relationship work.
Happily Ever After premieres next Sunday at 8 on TLC.
Make sure you stick with ET because we are covering it all. I'll see you next time.